Let's get you more news coming in from the Olympics. Good news this morning. Bajrang Punia has now stormed into the semi-finals. So Punia well on the course to in fact securing a medal for India. Hopefully, fingers crossed. But Bajrang Punia doing well. He's a big medal hopeful for India. Boria Majumdar is joining us with more on that. Boria, Bajrang Punia going ahead and storming into the semi-finals. There was a bit of tense moments in his previous match.
Yes, was, and he won by a technical verdict, 3-all, and because of the technical scoring of 2. That happens in, it always happens in wrestling. Even in this match, in the first round, he was down by 1 point and then came back and finished it off with that takedown of 2. It happens in wrestling, Akshita, but the point is he's through to the last 4. He has 2 cracks. He now has 2 cracks at a medal. This evening, we'll play his semi-final. And if he loses the semi-final, then he will also have a crack at bronze. But why forget, losing? Let Bajrang Punia march on. Bajrang Punia, Neeraj Chopra, 2 hopes. Moment you win those 2, you are at 7. You've beaten London. And I've always been saying, let this be the best Olympics. Our girls have made sure it is. Let Bajrang and Neeraj close it out in a manner that India will keep celebrating. Absolutely delighted for Bajrang Punia. As I said, I was speaking when your last bulletin ended, I was actually talking to the girls. They're still inconsolable. They're changing, getting ready to leave for the village. But believe me, they're heartbroken. They're like, they still can't believe what has happened with them. But they also know that they had given it their absolute last. I told Rani Rampal, you have no ounce of fuel left in the tank. That's what it is all about, Rani. Stand in front of the mirror. And she started saying, Sir, हमने सब दे दिया था. I am very proud of my team. हमने पूरा कोशिश किया. सब लड़कियों ने पूरा जान लगा दी थी. हमने 3-2 लीड भी ले लिया था. उसके बाद वो पेनल्टी कॉर्नर अगर हम कन्वर्ट कर देते. Savita Punia, the main person behind Savita Punia, you should celebrate, is Yannicka Schofman. Yannicka is a former gold medalist from the Netherlands. Was part of the USA team, the head coach of the USA team, which lost to India in the qualifiers 6-5 in Bhubaneswar. That's when India poached Yannicka Schofman, and Yannicka trained Savita Punia. So if you see the final visuals, the first person that Yannicka Schofman went to was Savita Punia. So Shwad Marine and Yannicka Schofman, if you really want to attribute the turnaround of this team, it is the head coach and the chief analytical coach. Because Yannicka has been there, done that, won an Olympic gold medal as a player from the Netherlands. She's bonded beautifully with the girls. And Shwad Marine is a fantastic coach. He was the men's coach, went to the women's team, did not deem it as a demotion, performed with the women's team, and look where they have come. They have now inspired millions back home, and that is the whole point, that when they go to Paris in 2024, when they go to Birmingham next year for the Commonwealth, when they go to China next year for the Asian Games, when they go to the World Championship, this team will now know that they have it in them to win a medal. That is the change that I keep talking about. That is the change we had come here in Tokyo to herald, and we've done that.
Absolutely. We've still got our hopes pinned for a medal from Bajrang Punia. He's in the semi-finals. Neeraj Chopra, of course, has done a great job so far in the qualifier. Fingers crossed for him also. All of us will be hoping and praying for Neeraj Chopra's success as well. Boria, thank you very much for joining us with all those updates from Tokyo.